Okay, so I had a comment on a previous video asking if it was possible to slow down a gramophone to 33 RPM and play a modern record using a lightweight pickup. And I thought that's an interesting idea, maybe it's possible. And I thought, well, let's have a look through this this box of bits and pieces of old record players and see if there's anything in here which I can make use of. So before going any further, I just wanted to mention that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not going to be a how-to or a tutorial. Thank you. Now there's a few bits and pieces in here. Let's just pull them out. These are things which have been salvaged out of old cheap record players mainly, and some previous projects. Of course, this is only part of the problem. I've also got to be able to slow down the gramophone to the right speed. I have done some tests actually with one of my gramophones, and I'm reasonably sure that I can do that, but only time will tell. So let's pull all these bits and pieces out, see what we've actually got. I know this was a linear tracking record player that I built.
Now, what about a song for Daisy?
It's in a sorry state of affairs, but we'll put that to one side. Probably see in here we've got some motors, belts, there's a tone arm or two. I think we've pulled out a couple of tone arms. There's an adapter there for 45 RPM. There's part of a cheap turntable actually, and in fact the platter that goes with it. That could be handy actually for one of the toy gramophones that I've got that I need to fix. And this has a metal tone arm, in fact quite a cute little metal sound box actually, which may be riveted in place. The thing on this other plastic one of value is probably the sound box. That's worth, well, it's not worth anything really, but to me it's worth something. So anyway, I got this machine here. I got the remains of the Lumiere here for £5 in total. If I get these the right way around. This one, there's a bit more to it. I mean, there's the remains of the motor, but the motor is certainly missing. I mean, it's missing most of the governor, it's missing its main spring, and a few other bits and pieces. Yeah, motors mainly. So I don't really need motors, so I'll leave them in there. I don't think we need these bits either, because we're going to use a full gramophone. Let's put that back. I don't think we need that. So we've got a couple of tone arms. We've got that tone arm there. We've got what else have we got? That tone arm there. Am I showing this on camera? I've got no idea. Yeah, that's got no wire in it, so that's not particularly helpful. That one's got the wire in. That's quite cheap and nasty. Don't much like that one. That would work though. I could use that. And we've got some circuitry. There's that potentially could be used. That's got a cartridge in it, but it doesn't have much of a tone arm. Don't need that motor. So that's potentially useful. That would allow me to connect up a tone arm and a cartridge and actually take the signal off it and feed it into something else. So that's of a cheap USB record player. There's a belt. This is all sort of low powered DC type equipment here. There's nothing mains related here. I try not to do anything at all with mains related kit if I can help it. There's a tone arm here with some wire on. That's quite handy. Probably make use of that one. And we've got the whole guts, I think, of a cheap record player here, complete with a tuner. I think there, you can probably see that. That looks quite encouraging. So I think this has also got speakers, which this one here doesn't have. This has no speakers. I think it's just got left and right output. So I'd have to attach an amplifier to that to make use of that. So I think that goes back in the box, and we will make use of this one here. So what I can do, let's clear a bit more space here. So we push all this into the center here so you can get a better look at it. So some bits of this we don't need. We don't need this aerial. This is what this wire here is. This is an aerial cable. And we don't need the motor. And the speakers could be quite handy. And there's the power connector there. And I happen to know, because I remember what this is from, I think this is a 12 volt piece of kit. And we've got a tone arm. So tone arm will need a cartridge. I think we'll have this one because this has got some nice wires on it too. Got a box here of cartridges and stuff. Let's pull one of these out. Right, there we are. Helps if I get it the right way around. And we'll connect up the wires. Okay, well that's pretty clumsily done, but there we are. That cartridge is fitted to that tone arm, so that should do it. So I think what we'll also do is just give a little bit of a test here. So I'm going to use a couple of crop clips here. I'm only going to wire up one channel. It's only a little experiment. This is not a tutorial. So we wire that up like that, and we turn on some power connector here. Plug you in. I've got a bench supply connected up here. This is actually set to 12 volts already. So that's going. Now you can see actually, or you should be able to see the motors running. That's in camera shot there. The auto stop will stop it. So anyway, doesn't matter too much. Let's actually turn the unit on. In fact, the unit is turned on. Should be able to see the light there. And we've got the volume actually all the way up. If I touch the stylus there, don't do this with an expensive cartridge, but you can hear there that that's connected. So basically that is a little setup there that works. Now I'm pretty sure, in fact I know this tone arm didn't go with this set of electronics, and that cartridge may well not have done so either, but they're all fairly interchangeable parts on these sorts of things. So there's a little rig there just made out of my junk box, which should do the trick. Okay, so I've brought the electronics over here and connected a wire to it, and the wire goes up the side of the gramophone and round there, and connects onto the tone arm here, and the tone arm is just sitting there at the moment. So that's okay, but this tone arm needs to be mounted somehow, and what I've chosen to do is actually make use of this lifting knob here, and I have made this little thing here, which is 3D printed with some big washers on it for a bit of weight. It's padded in the inside, so it's not going to damage anything, and that just goes on over there. Now I've also decided that I need to put a washer on this bit here. And then that will actually fit in there quite nicely. And just to finish it off, I've made a little clip here. Now if I can get this on, goes on over here somewhere. And that is a tone arm support. Okay, so time to try the tone arm out. I've not reduced the speed of the gramophone down yet, so actually on the platter here is a vinyl 78, so we'll just use this for the moment. Now that's just needle torque from the stylus. If I actually turn on the amplifier, so you can hear that was a lot louder with the amplifier turned on. Right, going to talk quite loudly now because I'm down by the speakers, and I want to talk about this little switch here and why I'm not using it to stop the motor. Well, if I push it, you'll see it kills the amplifier. Now you can still hear the needle torque from the stylus itself, but you can see that the amplifier itself goes off. And this is because this is the auto stop switch from the original record player, and it makes sense that the amplifier would be turned off when the motor isn't running. Okay, so it's running just fine, but I thought for a bit of fun I would connect up this little speaker here rather than the original ones. And you might ask, well, why on earth do that? And it's because I can actually then connect it up to my big horn. Makes quite a difference really. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, then please do give me a like so that I know and that YouTube knows too. Thank you. So that's all well and good, having a bit of fun with a horn, but it doesn't really answer the question of slowing the gramophone down. Now I have a 45 RPM on the turntable now. This is obviously a little bit faster than the 33, but let's give it a chance. Let's see if it will play a 45. So I'm going to put my speed measuring device on. Set machine going. So it's like chipmunks at the minute. This is the speed control here. Right. About 78 at the minute. Bit slower. It's getting there. A few more winds on the motor. Pretty close. So 44 there. $43. So Right, and there we are, 45 on the nail. So yes. There we are, gramophone playing at 45 RPM with a modern tone arm, admittedly. Right, well I've reset up again now with a 33 and a third RPM record on it. This is actually organ music or pipe organ music from fairground rides, and hopefully I won't get any copyright strikes for this one. Let's give it a go. So the minute is at 45 RPM like it was before. Well, it's quite close. That's actually too slow. Getting the exact speed is quite difficult. $35-ish. Well, that's 34. Very close. Right, and there it actually does give me 33. So it's a push. I don't think all gramophones would go down to that speed and still reliably turn the record. But the weight of the tone arm is so much less than the weight of the acoustic tone arm. So even though the gramophone would normally stall at this sort of speed, it doesn't. Okay, so what do you think? Any ideas, any suggestions, anything else you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, then you might like this one too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.